Following up for you tonight, after Colorado Springs firefighters went to city council this week working to secure collective bargaining for future contracts with the city. News 5's Sam Kramer live tonight with more on why our firefighters are pushing for that ability. Sam.
Yeah, we know this proposal will obviously be focused on solidifying contracts and benefits for the future. Springs firefighters say they're paid about 10% below market value, but they also say it's focused on improving working conditions like staffing and equipment needs. Imagine hearing this call after 24 hours on the job.
Attention all fire stations. For staffing today, we are in need of one full shift paramedic.
It was common for Colorado Springs firefighters last year, 463 times to be exact, working 11,000 hours of mandatory overtime to meet adequate staffing levels.
The men and women that are behind me effectively were told that they were unable to go home. Those shifts resulted in 72-hour stretches, which ultimately ended up in a 96-hour work week.
That's why dozens of firefighters attended Tuesday's city council meeting, asking for the right to collectively bargain, which would specifically define their conditions of employment, like hours, wages, and overtime pay, all agreed upon and negotiated through a neutral third party.
These firefighters are some of the most highly trained rescuers in the state, if not the country. And these firefighters risk their own lives and health for the residents of Colorado Springs.
But firefighters tell me it's more than just a contract issue. 20% of the department's frontline apparatus are more than 20 years old. Some trucks have more than 300,000 miles on them. It doesn't stop there.
We currently are using our oldest reserve brush trucks as frontline response vehicles, as everything else that we have has worn out.
They say it's about solidifying their future in staffing, equipment, and pay, no matter who's in charge at the city level, an idea Council President Richard Skorman agrees with.
We're going to be bigger and more people are moving here. And we need to prepare for the future. And they have been a stepchild in the past, and I think they have a right to want to change that.
Now, this idea wasn't fully endorsed by Council Tuesday. Some council members say they are not against prioritizing public safety. They just don't think collective bargaining is the right method to do so. Meanwhile, Springs firefighters say they have looked at the city budget. They do believe there is money that could be reallocated to the department without having to raise taxes. For now, always watching out for you, Colorado Springs. I'm Sam Kramer, News 5.
Sam, thanks. Right now, the Colorado Springs professional firefighters are crafting that bargaining agreement with the city attorney to make sure it's legal. Now, from there, council would take a look at it and eventually vote on it. Richard Skorman says that vote would have to happen by January to get it on the April ballot, which all of us would ultimately decide. But if council doesn't like the proposal, firefighters could try to gather enough signatures to petition onto the ballot. The deadline for that action, though, would be much sooner.